On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Huskies head coach. Ranked in the top 25 with high expectations to start the season, that Week 0 loss shocked everyone. With a bye week to look at their issues, try to get things corrected, this is a crucial game today. Can they be the team everyone thought they were before the season started? We'll find out today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Caught over the middle, it's Carter.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Williams. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. On target. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it.
That's pretty good zone defense, man. Zone defense means I got eyes on the quarterback, and when somebody comes into my zone, then I'm communicating with the other guy, and they pass it off and do a good job seeing the crosser, going to him, breaking on the football, getting the tackle, and now forcing the 4th down.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go to the air. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Put 6 on the board. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat and you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Williams. He's going to take off. Keeps it and gets the 1st down. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
Here's a give to Washington. They'd have a chance. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
This drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. In the red area, it's Washington. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he's in! Touchdown, Husky! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Offense working from the pistol. Off play action on first down. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. See if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Here's a give to Washington. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Throwing, Williams. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Williams looking for a man. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And there he goes. Touchdown, Husky. Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Bringing the heat. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read him. Nice timing on that in route.
Wants to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Dickey. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Here comes the heat. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Here's Williams to throw. Gets it out fast. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Williams will pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Here's a give to Washington. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
On 3rd down, here's Washington. Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Motion from the wideout. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Gonna take a shot. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. They'll start this drive from the 42. Williams. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it past the 45. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? From the gun, looking for a man. Pressure coming. Got him downfield. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Quarterback will keep it. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Washington. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest taking on the Virginia Tech Hokies. And it's the Demon Deacons coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like...
Finding some room. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moss. Turning it on. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
Run in the red zone. It's Washington. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. To the air, it's Hammond. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He'll take it on the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll start on the ground with Washington.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Williams. That's caught. It's Washington. At the 35, he's loose. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside a wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Give to Washington again. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! And the pummeling has started.
After starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. Just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing, and because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. Let's see where this team can go.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. With the catch, it's Dickey. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Rides to back and leaves it. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. snagged in the middle. It's Simmons. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Dickey. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll throw it from the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Dickey. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Just keep slinging it. Touchdown, Red Raiders! The offense cashing it in on that drive. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
To the air, it's Hammond. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Number 95, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. They'll run it to the right side. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play.
The ball's free, and the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Now this offense is back on the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Joyner. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. And no, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Red Raider! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense. You saw it right there.
Here comes the 2-point try. Wide receiver comes in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. What a brain cramp. He just lost track of the play clock and gets hit with delay of game on a 2-point conversion attempt. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quickly on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Washington. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Washington. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Williams. That's caught. It's Washington. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
And as he throws. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Hammond. Here's the pressure. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. It's Carter. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Wants to keep it in the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the end zone. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll start on the ground with Washington.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this 4th quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this 4th quarter.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Washington again. Maybe a crease. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.